Welcome in everyone. I am Angie Resells. Glad you're here. So today I want to talk to you about a couple things that we have going on. Just one of my kind of day in the life of, I'm going to be taking a walk, getting some other things done. So I thought I would have you come along with me. So today I want to talk to you about a new place that I'm trying out listing and cross-listing basically on a new platform. I want to show you some of the interesting items that have sold for me over the last couple weeks. The first thing I want to talk about is a new platform that I never even heard of until recently. If it wasn't for Vendoo, I would not have even known about this. And that is called Vinted. Vinted very much reminds me of Depop, so it's very trendy, young clothes. They have some rules on there that are interesting that I'm going to share with you. So Vinted is very much like Depop in that they have a lot of younger, trendier clothes, but there are some things you need to know about Vinted. So let me give you a couple pointers. Number one is they are not meant for commercial sales. So what that means is they really don't want resellers. They want you only selling your own items on there. And that's fine. You can still sell your items on there, but there are some tricks to know. First of all, you cannot use a stock photo. So if you have been a Poshmark seller and using those stock photos, know that that's not going to fly on Vinted at all. The other thing is, they're going to know if you're a reseller if you sell multiples of an item. So if you have 5 of the same shirts, you're only going to want to list one of those at a time, because otherwise they're going to assume that you are a reseller and then your listings will get taken down. So use great quality pictures, which we hope you're doing anyways, and make sure it's nice and trendy clothes, and I think you'll do really well on Vinted. And we love when there's another avenue for you to go ahead and list your items, because you know it's getting harder and harder to sell on eBay all the time. So try out the new places, and you can do it really easily with Vendoo. So as I said, you can definitely sell on Vinted if you are a reseller, but you have to be careful with the guidelines because they really want just people selling their own items on there. You can definitely do it, but you want to test the waters and see what you think. Now, what I love, Vendoo is something that I use and truly think it's essential nowadays for reselling, because unfortunately, eBay can have slow sales. So you want to be able to have a bunch of different eyes on your products. And now that I have cross-listed onto multiple platforms, it's amazing to me how many things, even when eBay's having a bad day, how many sales I get on the other platforms. So I'm going to put the link below for Vendoo in case anyone is interested. I do really love their product. I personally use them every single day. Now, they do have a new feature, which is bulk editing. This makes it so easy. You can change listing descriptions, prices, even the condition, which is something that is coming up here on eBay. They just changed it so you can do good condition, I think fair, and then excellent condition. So everyone is already in good, so you want to be able to upgrade to the excellent condition for your items that fall into that category. And you can do up to 240 listings on Vendoo at one time. Definitely try it out, honestly. It has been really amazing for my business, restarting and revamping my eBay and my reselling to be able to allow me to cross-list on different platforms. It's been really great for me. Speaking of sales, let's go ahead and run through. I'm going to head over to the computer and let's talk about some of the things that I sold over the last couple of weeks that are kind of interesting. So I just wanted to run through some of the items that have sold for me over the last couple of weeks that are not clothes. And the reason I say that is I am super clothes heavy right now. Way too many clothes. I prefer to sell and other things, but unfortunately, it is what it is. Okay, the first thing are these compression knee highs. If you are a younger seller, you probably would be like, ooh, nobody wears pantyhose, but these are for compression, specifically for people who have edema, lymphedema, or diabetes. They need these. So if you ever see them, make sure you go ahead and pick those up. The next item is this little Guess bikini top. Now, this didn't sell for much money, $9.31, but I showed it for a specific reason. It may be cold where you live, but people are starting to take vacations and they're starting to want to buy spring and summer items. We have the winter blues and are ready to get ready for the nicer season. So start thinking of spring and summer in your listings because people are looking for that. Here is something I do not recommend you buy, but I did pick up a ton of these little vintage Enesco figures along with a bunch of other things. I only got them because I got a huge lot of them. This one took like 3 years to sell, guys. $9.07. It finally sold, but unless you're getting it in a steal of a deal, don't waste your time. At an estate sale, I bought a bunch of stuff, all for $30. It was a lot of stuff. One of the items in there was about 6 boxes of these hearing aid batteries. They did not expire until 2028, so I was super happy to get those. So pennies on the dollar for these. And the second box here sold for $14.41. I've been selling them consistently, so that was a really good pickup. Usually I'm not a big DVD person. I do like to look for BBC, British Broadcasting series, or complete series. Sometimes I also look for things that are nonfiction, but this one just looked interesting to me. I had never seen this, and anytime it's super interesting and different, I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and just scan that real quick. And this picked it up for about 50 cents and sold it for $17.95. It only took about a week after I listed it. Vintage thermals, anything vintage undergarments sell really well. These are little pink ones. It's a 2-piece set, sold for $18.66. Probably could have sold it for more, but I'm all about making the deals. I'm trying to move some inventory now. These are knitting needles. This is something I picked up from the Goodwill bins. I had a feeling that they would be worth quite a bit. Unfortunately, and they did sell for $21. Unfortunately, I sent them to the wrong customer. So the person who was supposed to get this cute little white swim cover up got knitting needles and vice versa. They are returning them to me, and they've both said they still want to buy them. So we'll get it all figured out. I'm making a lot less profit now that I'm having to pay shipping back, but you know, even old pros still make a lot of mistakes here. I usually don't get a lot of military uniform items because they're pretty specific, but these were brand new and they were super, super thick socks. I picked them up for $1 a pack, and both of them sold this week for about $17 a set. Was really happy for that. I actually bought this camera from a YouTube auction. She had 2 cameras and I think I paid $4 for each of them. I did take a best offer, I think of $39 on this, but I had it for like 6 months, never listed it. Once I listed it, it sold within just a few days. Okay, I have to give mom props for this one because I thought these were not pretty. They are Pimpernel Premier Collection placemats. And they're like hard, like a hard cardboard. I was like, what is a weird thing to get? But they sold for $33.96. And when I went back and looked at all the other ones, a lot of them had sold way higher than that. So I probably undersold them, but I'm still super happy that they have a new home. Here is something. I picked these guys up at the Goodwill bins. Look at them. They like kind of are creepy. Look at this guy. Evidently, one is a Keiko miniature, and let's see what I said. One is a German Keiko miniature doll, and then one is another kind. You'd be surprised how many messages I got that people said, they're not both Keikos. I'm like, yeah, I said one is a Keiko and one is another one, but people just didn't want to hear it. But they sold for $24.47. Super happy about that because I probably have a few 25 cents in them. This is a blow-up car. It was like 38 inches long. I tried to sell it at my YouTube auction for $3 and nobody would buy it. So I listed it on eBay. I did have someone message me and say, hey, is there any way I could get this by this weekend? I am a Boy Scout troop leader and we need it for a NASCAR event this weekend that we're having with the Boy Scouts. So I upgraded to priority mail so that he could get it in time, and super happy that it went to a great event. Bras. Guys, I have so many bras right now. I purchased from a store that was going out of business hundreds, almost 1,000 bras. I've been selling them like crazy. If you see bras, please don't walk past them, especially if you can find ones that are new. Bras are great sellers, Even for you guys, don't be afraid to pick them up. They do well, even in pre-owned condition. Obviously, make sure there's no staining. If inside the underwire there's pilling, get your sweater shaver and just shave that off so it looks nice and clean. If you do that, you'll get people coming back more and more for your bras. This is another item that I picked up from the Goodwill bins. 1996 Summer Olympics t-shirt. It was in really nice condition. It did sell for $21.21, but that thing's vintage. So I always want to hold out for more, but I'm still happy for the sale. We're trying to get better about letting things go. I actually picked this guy up from a YouTube auction. He is a buyer's choice. Now, I didn't know anything about these until a few years ago. I bought out a collection at a yard sale and did so well with them. So when he said, oh, I have these two, I was bidding $5. And here it was for both of them. So I paid $2.50 each and sold this one for $24.95. Look how cute he is. He's a bread baker. When I went to the Ross sale, a lot of the things that they had, they were underwear packs. A lot of them were thongs and a couple bra packs. Most of them I ended up paying about $2.50 for. This I guess this is a five pack of Calvin Klein underwear sold for $28 on a best offer. Not bad considering they were $65. $65 new. Who pays $65 for underwear? Not me. When I bought, when I went to that one estate sale where I got the whole lot of things, I picked up these three gnomes, or these three elves. Aren't they cute? They're from Homeco. And if you see in my listing, I put Homeco. If you see my listing, I put Homeco without an E and Homeco with an E. I believe it's without the E, but I know some people spell it the other way. So I just put both on there so it would cover my bases. And these sold in like a week for $16.11. But again, this is a reminder, Christmas sells all year long. These are Christmas items sold in February. So don't be afraid to list your items if you get them. Again, with the swimsuit, this is a Longitude swimsuit, really good brand for suits. It is a shaping, slimming swimsuit, but it sold for $18.66 in February, y'all. So people are going on vacation and cruises and stuff. Don't wait. Get those listed now. And I did show you this because I don't normally get high-end brands. This one is a Molinet, Soiree Lucilla. I butchered that. It's an anthropology dress. Don't do what I did, which is use stock photos. That's a no-no, y'all. But you'll see with my bras and a few other items, I've been lazy. I'm hoping that doesn't come back to bite me because using stock photos on eBay is a no-no, and yet here I am doing it. So not a good example for you guys. So just as a reminder, I'm not encouraging you to do that. But I do want to show you that I do have all these pictures that we took of the item as well. So it's not just stock photos. We actually have the actual item as well. Here's another thing I picked up at the Goodwill bin. This is a lot of 6 Vera Bradley reversible placemats, and you can see what the reverse side looks. It's the teal color. And then 6 napkins. Sold these for $50. Was super happy to get this sale. And I think I'm in it about $4. So nice sale. When my one store that went out of business had shoes, I bought them at multiple prices. I think the most I paid was $10, and these ones were $10. They were new in the box. But I bought shoes as low as $2, so it kind of evened out. But these ones sold for $62.95. I will tell you that I did have free shipping on them. Not too bad. I paid about $10 for shipping, but $10 into 52, still not bad. I'm so used to doing I always want to do 10 times my money, but sometimes you have to be okay with getting less than that, but it's like a good sale. It's like a nice dollar value sale. So I was happy to get that. I had picked up these pants. I can't even remember where I got them. I had 2 pairs. They are motorcycle pants with padding on the inside. They have full liners and they have padded knees. It protects you in case you're you fall, and it protects your body. Heavy pants. I think they're like 8 pounds or something like that. I did take a best offer on these for $60. Oh, it killed me to take that offer because I was the lowest price by $75 on these. But I wanted to get them gone. I had a buyer. I'm like, let's just go. Let's go. Get that sold. And then my highest price item was this right here, a Fat Albert and Russell Y2K sweater. It was an extra large, very oversized. I did take a best offer, but still sold it for $80. Found that at the Goodwill bins. And guys, people had left it there. So that's kind of crazy to me. So that's all the sales I wanted to show you today. So since this video is getting a little bit long, I'm going to hold up till tomorrow to talk to you about how I purchased 1,500 items and was able to get them listed on Poshmark in under 1 hour. Under 1 hour for 1,500 items. I also want to talk to you about Vendoo and their bulk listing. We're going to actually go into the Vendoo so you can see how it works to see if that would work for you. And then I want to show you all of the 1,500 items that I got. And so you can see a way for you to go ahead and purchase inventory in bulk, and how easy it would be for you to post it from someone else's platform onto your own. All right, thanks for hanging out. Hey, I would love to know what your best sale is. Put it in the chat below, and I will pick some of those out to share with everyone tomorrow. Love you guys. Hope to see you on Saturday at my auction, which is right here on YouTube, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Bye.